Well, hello there. My name is Angelica. I assume you're my 3 o'clock appointment for the beauty consultation. Okay, perfect. I've been waiting for you. I cannot wait to show you the new line of makeup that we have in store for you. Before we begin, there have been many breakthroughs when it comes to the makeup consultation industry, or the cosmetics industry rather. These many breakthroughs have now scientifically formulated ways to maximize a healthy woman's appearance. Are you ready for the consultation? Excellent. Well, during our consultation, to give you a full idea as to what you're expecting, I'm going to be measuring your face to determine your facial proportions. Through makeup, we can then harmonize your facial proportions to give it a very feminine, soft balance that will definitely appeal to not only yourself, but to the gents that may be in your life. Are you ready? Excellent. So first things first, I'm going to be measuring the height of your face, the length of your face. So I'm just going to take a quick little measurement here from the very tip of your forehead down to your chin. It measures about 6.5 inches. 6.5 inches. I'm going to note that down. 6.5 inches. Now, I'm going to measure the 3 different points on your face, including cheekbones, forehead, and jawline. We don't want high cheekbones, we don't want prominent foreheads, and we don't want wide jaws. But if a lady does have any of those features, makeup can help soften those features and give it more of a feminine, balanced look. So I'm just going to see, measuring across, what type of face shape we are handling. I can kind of get an impression just from the first glance, but I just want to confirm that this is the case. Okay, perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay. It seems that we're dealing with an oval face. This is the ideal face. This face has a harmony to it already. But just because you possess the oval face does not necessarily mean you can just apply makeup willy-nilly. For example, allow me to use my illustrations here. If, for example, here we have a nice oval face. If, for example, you were to apply blush here on the apples of your cheeks, blush here on the apples of your cheeks, arch your brows very thin and very high, and take on a very severe haircut, your face would look very austere, almost elevated. It would make your chin look more elongated. If you were to make your lips look fuller than they actually are, it would give you a very mishmashed look, almost kind of goofy. So instead, for a face like yours, an oval shaped face, what we can do is a nice arched brow, or something kind of soft and demure, almost kind of like a windswept brow that kind of falls down easily. Or we could have something like this brow right here, an arched brow, very classic, up to your taste. You would like a nice, okay, excellent. Well, in that case, all we're going to do is just polish up your brow just a little bit. Now, as for your lips look perfect. They're not too full and they're not too thin. If they were too thin, we would just line your lips on the outside of your lips to give them a fuller look. If they're too full, we would just color the inside of the lips closest to the opening, while patting on some foundation to mask the fuller side. They're also not too long, otherwise you would just put a little bit of foundation on each corner to just shrink it up. As for your blush, because you have an oval face, we don't want to create the illusion of apples on our faces. It would make your face look very, very round. We instead want to drag the rouge to the sides of our cheeks downwards. No more than beyond the center of your pupil. So from the center of your pupil towards your ear, that's how much rouge you want to apply onto your cheeks. The moment you start to get too close to your nose, it looks a little bit sweaty, a little bit flustered. But upon your cheeks, it just gives you a nice windswept look. Now, with this in mind, are you ready for your makeup routine? We have 3 products that we can use together. We can use the liquid coverage, we can use the powder coverage, or we can use the stick coverage. If you were to use the liquid coverage, you would have to use liquid products all throughout. It's best to use liquid products, one, just underneath the powdered products, just so that way the powdered products give it more of a matte finish. That way you don't look too wet. As for the stick products, they're very handy for quick fixes, but they're not as effective as the other 2. So, which approach would you like us to go with? The liquid products. Excellent. I'll just powder off a little bit at the end just to give you a matte finish. I'm going to grab a compact. I'm going to be grabbing a nice rouge stick. I'm going to be grabbing some eyeshadow, perhaps a little mascara, and that should be about it. Perhaps where's the rouge? And just a little bit of foundation, just a little bit. And that should be about it. So, let us begin. First things first, I'm going to be applying just a little bit of foundation onto your skin. And I'm going to be taking this little brush to then powder in the foundation around your face, because we want to make sure that your face doesn't look like it has makeup caked onto it. You're not a clown. The blemishes will not disappear the more you put onto it. In fact, quite the opposite. It'll make it more apparent and it'll hide your features, which we don't want to do, because then it looks very uncanny. We want a nice light little coverage. There we go. That's gonna just give a good base to the rest of your makeup. There we go. Perfect. Now, I'm gonna be applying a little bit of this here rouge. Onto your cheeks, as such. To the sides of your cheeks, bringing it down. Bringing it down. No more than the center of your eyes, pupils, giving you a natural, refined look. Very balanced, beautiful, touch of glamour without having to go overboard. You don't want to look like a harlot. It gives you too much of a try-hard look when you try to look like a harlot. Giving you a nice, natural, beautiful look where you look like you take care of your appearance and you know your face and are realistic with yourself. That is the key component about makeup, being realistic with yourself. If you're not realistic with yourself, you'll start applying makeup to seemingly someone else's face because it doesn't fit on yours. Now, I'm going to apply a little bit of eyeshadow with my finger. Dark eyeshadow, so that way not only will it bring out the color in your eyes, but it'll make your eyes look bigger than they actually are. When you put on a lighter shade, such as white, onto your eyelids, it makes your eye look smaller. When you put on a darker shade, it makes your eyes look bigger. So I'm going to go in with this blue eyeshadow, and I'm just going to apply it onto your eyelid. There we go. Beautiful. Onto the other eyelid, apply it here, thusly. Beautiful, your eyes pop now. And now for a little bit of this liquid rouge. This liquid rouge will apply so seamlessly onto your lips. I want you to just part your lips for me. I'm just going to take the wand and just top lip. There we go. I want to make sure I'm getting the shape of your lips. I don't want to go outside nor inside, and the trick of it is to line your lips. There we go. I want to capture that beautiful, elegant shape. And lastly, well, second to lastly, I'm going to apply a little bit of powder all over your face, just so that way we set all of this makeup right in its spot. There you go. And now, lastly, I'm going to apply, for a professional touch, a sponge just to wipe your face down. This sponge adds a nice finish to your makeup look. There we go. Beautiful. Now, if you wouldn't mind looking at your reflection in the mirror, I'm sure that you are going to be delighted with what you see. And as you can see, choosing the correct makeup tactics will make any young lady look even more beautiful. I hope you take care of your health and your beauty, and take care.